So, Jasper, in order to fix the wheel of this wagon, you must first remove the attachment of the dowel from the felloe. That way we can remove the damaged spoke.
These hours we require are completely unacceptable, Thistle. If you don't reduce the staff hours, I'm leaving. For good.
Hey Bob, you were staring at Briar again. I was not. We're all adults here, Bob. Jasper, you're like 7. You can't pick up a mop without it almost breaking your arms. Have you asked to spend more time with her after, the dance? I have not. The fear, Jasper. It takes hold of my heart. Well, that kind of reminds me of where you left off the story last time. Want me to tell you while you finish the wheel? Fine, whatever. But watch me closely so you can see how it is done. Okay. I have Briar's book of stories in my pack. Here we go. The morning after Diego found the technological hardlink bridge, he went to visit his friend Brad. Barb. Barb? Oh, that's a girl? Well, I'm going to have to tell this story a little bit differently then.
That doesn't make any sense. Run it by me again.
The fake hardlink bridge that was in the robot? It had a recording of my dad being kidnapped. Then it said, you have to help him. Go to Havana City.
But, and I mean no offense, why would they send this to you? Not the police. Not, anybody else.
I don't know. But it definitely has something to do with the robbery. This part was in the bot that was stolen.
Have you shown this to anybody?
No, just you.
So, what do we do?
I have no idea.
What if we went and looked for him?
How?
Just humor me. What would we need?
First, we'd need money, and probably a cover story.
Also, the men who took him had guns. We'd need Ryan.
But how would we even... Oh, come on, Barb, not him again.
It's the only way that I see. I mean, you can get money from winning matches, a great cover story, and you'll have a license to drive Ryan around the city, unless you want to tell your mom what we're actually going to be doing.
I don't... Fine. Lucas, it's Diego. I'm in. We'll meet you in Havana City.
Are you sure you want to go through with this, Diego?
Mom, I think I'd always be mad at myself if I didn't give it a try.
Don't feel like you need to do this just because of your dad.
I want to do it, not just because it's what Dad did.
Well, remember what I told you earlier. Be safe, listen to Barb, call me when you get there.
I will, Mom. I'll call you soon.
Are you sure you don't want to tell her what's really going on?
I'm positive. This is something that we need to figure out by ourselves.
If you say so.
The two friends, forced to reunite with that other guy, load their truck and make their way to Havana City. The lie that Diego told his mother is causing him minute discomfort. Oh, minute. I thought he was uncomfortable for just a minute. Anyway, they arrive at the Havana City Arena to be met by their acquaintance. His annoying self causes Diego to temporarily forget his guilt. Man, Briar writes with a lot of emotion. I knew it. I knew you weren't that idiotic, Diego.
It's great to see you too, Lucas.
Oh, are you ready for this? If we play our cards right, we could hit the big time. I'm talking Major League robot fighting. Oh man, this is going to change everything.
I appreciate your confidence. So, where to now?
I arranged for a garage on the lower level. Unload your gear and give it to these fine gentlemen. They'll take care of everything. Your gear is totally safe. Unlike Southtown, the police actually do things here.
I'll walk down to the garage, check it out, make sure it's got everything we need. Lucas, you want to come?
Sure. Diego, walk through the arena. Get to know the place. Then come over and see the garage. It's a short walk from here. Anxious to see the rest of the arena, Diego sets out to explore. For a small moment, he is swept up in the majesty and excitement of robot fighting. Soon, however, he comes to his senses and realizes that he is here on a mission. He must find his father. He approaches the information desk to get, information.
Excuse me.
Hello, sir. May I help you?
Yes, I'm new in town, and I have kind of a strange question.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm looking for a specific place in the city, but I don't know where anything is. Do you have any idea where I could find this?
Find what? The bridge?
Yes, ma'am. It's a long story.
Well, that style of architecture is only found in the oldest parts of the city. The city's architecture gets older the closer you get to downtown. I would start there.
Thank you so much. Lucas said we're in Area 2B, so that's over here.
I still don't see how you could be mad at Jennifer. I mean, she was clearly in the right for being mad at David for kissing that other woman.
They were on a break.
Hey guys, I'm going to take the van and have a look downtown. I'll be back later.
Todos los hombres están así. No tienes corazón. Tampoco tienes novia.
You know my Havanan is terrible. Speak like a normal person.
Hey guys, guess what? I just found my dad. I'm gonna go pick him up. We can all go home now.
You have zero cultural taste. Zero.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
Unable to sway his friends' attention from their rabid discussion on television programs, Diego decides to head out into the city with his truck and robot. He visits bridge after bridge after bridge after bridge. Hang on, let me skip a few pages. After bridge. He finds lots of them, I guess. After a few hours of searching, he begins to get tired, and the guilt of lying to his mother returns. His mind begins to wander as he hears the voices of those closest to him.
Lying will eventually take its toll on you. Diego, you're not alone in this. I'll help you every step of the way.
Hay muchos gatos en la biblioteca.
Great. Nothing. I spent the entire day looking at every single bridge in this stupid city. Might as well get something to eat.
He parks his car at a local restaurant and heads inside to eat some dinner to get his mind off of his bad luck. While paying his bill, he looks up at the wall of pictures and sees the exact bridge he is looking for. Well, that's kind of convenient.
Excuse me? Where was this picture taken?
¿Cuál foto? This one?
That one there, with the bridge on it. I've been looking for that place all day.
Yes, it's over on 22nd, but you really don't want to go there, especially at this time of night. It's got a reputation.
What do you mean?
Crime, muggings, kidnappings, that kind of thing.
Over on 22nd?
Yes, next to the storage place.
Thanks.
Diego leaves and immediately heads over to 22nd Street. But as he arrives, he hears a woman scream. He activates Ryan and heads toward the sound. In front of him is the underground enforcer trying to kidnap a young, beautiful, blonde, humble, enigmatic, blonde, foreign-looking woman? Man, Briar writes a lot of herself into these things, doesn't she?
Get off of me!
Hey, you! The enforcer looks at Diego in shock. The woman tries to free herself, but finds herself knocked down by the large man. He activates his robot to engage Diego once again in robot fisticuffs. Unfortunately for him, Diego does not give him a chance to prepare himself. Ryan rushes forward and pins the robot to the wall. As the enforcer attempts to push the magic blue lightning button again, Ryan crushes the component of the robot, rendering it useless. Recovering from her benumbed state, the girl grasps the enforcer from behind and chokes him unconscious.
You must have a strong jaw. When he hit me the other day, I was out for 5 minutes.
You've met him before?
Yeah, in Southtown, a few weeks ago.
Sounds like fun.
So, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for doing that. He almost had me.
Do you know what he wanted from you, besides the whole kidnapping thing?
I'm looking for a good friend of mine who was taken. He sent me a note to meet him here. I thought he had escaped, but it was obviously just a trap set by that guy. I walked right into it.
Oh, that's terrible. What's your friend's name?
His name's Cesar. We grew up together.
I'm real sorry to hear that. My dad's missing too. They took him right here, under this bridge. Do you think the two abductions are related?
Maybe. Probably, actually, especially since you said you met this guy before. I bet he would know.
And, how do we ask him exactly? I've never interrogated anyone before, and I think he would know that.
I don't think we ask him anything. A guy like this is never going to talk, at least not to people like us. We've got to get our information from him without letting him know that he's giving it to us.
So what then? We follow him and see where he goes?
Kind of. We'll need to track him.
I really like the enthusiasm, but how?
You've got a GPS on that controller of yours, right?
Yeah, but don't you think he'll notice? These controllers don't exactly fit into your pocket.
No, not like that. When your controller breaks, how do you replace it?
Oh, easy. I just clone it. Oh.
Now you're getting it. Do you have a spare controller in your truck? We can clone it and follow his GPS. See if it goes anywhere interesting. I mean, that's if you're up for it.
I am, but Okay, let me explain. I left home to find my dad, but I entered a robot fighting tournament so that I can have a permit to drive my robot around the city. I can help you, but I'll need time for prep work and the tournament. I can't keep an eye on his whereabouts 24/7.
Okay, tell you what. I'll track him. I actually work better by myself, and when I learn something, I'll call you and we'll meet up.
That works for me. I didn't mean to push it all onto you. I can still help.
No, don't worry about it. I have learned my lesson. I can't beat that guy in a straight-up fight. I'll be extra careful. By the way, I'm sorry, what's your name?
Diego Varga.
Okay. Diego Varga. Are you ready to do this?
Yes. Oh, let me grab you a spare controller.
Bob, do you see how you and Diego want the same thing?
Jasper, my father, he is not missing.
Not fathers. Well, yeah, Diego wants that. But you both want love.
Jesper, Briar is a high-born woman. I am but a simple man who cleans and fixes wagon wheels.
Simple doesn't mean less.
But Briar, she needs a man who has something to offer. Even in your story, Diego is called Operator. He has a title.
So make one up. I know. We can call you the Keeper of the Cleanliness. How do you say that in your country, Bob?
We would say Guardio de la Limpieza.
Then from now on, you are Bob, the Guardio of the Limpieza.
I like this, Jasper. Please, continue with the story. Tell me what happens next.
Diego returns to the arena and tells Barb what has transpired. She finds his tale to be interesting.
And then we cloned his controller, and I came back here. I still can't believe that it all happened, to be honest.
Yeah, but it sounds very off. I mean, did she know he was an underground enforcer? I don't remember you telling her that.
No, she never called him that. In fact, I don't even think I said it.
I need to think more about this. There are too many things happening to you. Nobody attracts this much attention. It's like the closer we get to your dad, the more complicated everything gets.
Oh, hang on, she's calling.
Yellow?
Diego, I need you.
What?
I think I found my friend. I need your help. Meet me at this address.
Okay, I can bring Ryan. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
I don't think Ryan will help here. Come by yourself. And please, trust me.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Emilia found her friend, and she said she needs my help to get him.
Did she mention anything about your dad?
No, but she seemed a bit distressed. She even told me not to bring Ryan.
Wait, really? Why would she say that?
I don't know. Something seems off. What do you think I should do?
I would go, but be sure to have a backup plan. I have a feeling that mistakes here will have serious consequences.
Okay. I'm going to take the motorcycle. Keep an eye on things here, will you?
I will. And Diego, one more thing.
Uh-huh.
Do not trust the beautiful woman.
I never said she was... Sometimes I hate you.
Hurry, go, find your dad.
Diego speeds towards the woman he has a crush on. He finally meets her in a most unusual place, a fire escape on a tall apartment building overlooking a huge warehouse.
And you're sure that he's in there?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So, and I'm sure there's a good reason for this, but why are we sitting here in the fire escape?
We're waiting for the enforcer to leave the building. Unless you really want to deal with him again.
No, I just have no idea what it is that we're going to do. Care to fill me in?
It's pretty straightforward this time. When the enforcer leaves, we sneak in through the window on the side of the building, find Cesar or your dad, get out.
What if we run into somebody?
Don't you know how to fight? You're an operator.
That's not what being an operator means.
Okay then, if we run into anybody, you distract them, and I'll take them down. Just follow my lead. It looks like we're clear. Let's go.
Diego and Emilia climb down the fire escape, sneak over to the building, and enter through a window in the roof.
Anything important will be located in the office in the back. I need you to be quiet and stay right behind me.
As they sneak through the building, they realize they are not alone. There is a guard patrolling the corridors of the warehouse.
Diego, Do you trust me?
No, I don't think I do.
Don't move.
To Diego's surprise, Emilia pushes him out of their hiding place directly in front of the security guard.
What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. Norman, we have a big problem.
Emilia jumps onto the security guard and squeezes him until he falls to the ground unconscious, like an orphan seizing a dropped coin. She's still bringing that up, huh? I guess she doesn't mention that she was the one who threw the coin.
Diego, come on.
Emilia, you are the scariest beautiful woman I have ever met.
Emilia and Diego continue through the warehouse towards the office. They enter through the door to see a messy room full of filing cabinets and computers. They search through the room for any evidence of their lost peoples.
Yes, I found him. He's listed here under an alias. Storage container number 3451.
Wait, does that mean they have more people here?
I don't think so. Everyone else on this list has been crossed off. I think they were transferred somewhere else.
Do you see my dad's name on there?
He won't be on this list. Check the folders on the day he was taken.
Diego investigates the filing cabinet. He peruses until he finds the date that his dad was taken. He opens the folder and sees his father on the list with a line marked through it. Alejandro Varga, SGC.
He's listed right here. He was brought to this warehouse. Do you think he's still here?
I don't think so, Diego. It looks like he was taken a while ago, and his name is crossed out in the ledger. I'm really sorry. But I have good news, too. Cesar's here, and he can help us. Let's go and get him.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
The pair of infiltrators scour the warehouse for the corresponding shipping crate. At long last, they arrive, opening the container door. Light floods the inside, revealing a young man sitting on the floor, with one hand raised above his head, handcuffed to the railing. Emilia gasps,
Cesar!
runs over to him, and quickly picks the lock on his handcuffs.
Thanks for finding me.
Don't do anything that stupid ever again, okay?
Okay, I promise.
They break their hug, and Cesar walks over to Diego and shakes his hand in thanks.
I'm Cesar, but I guess you already knew that. Thanks for helping Emilia save me.
You're welcome. Hey, I don't mean to sound rude, but were there any other prisoners here? I'm looking for my dad.
I get it. There were a few, but I don't think your dad was one of them. But if you can get me to a computer, I can find out where it is they took him.
Come on, let's get you out of here. The office is in the back.
Diego, it looks like after the kidnapping victims are brought here, they are redistributed all over the country. It's a pretty large network, and I don't know where they took him, but I do know where you can find out.
And where is that?
It looks like there are a few warehouses like this scattered throughout Havana City, and they all feed through a central distribution station. It's where they would have taken me next.
Where is the central distribution station?
It's in the basement sublevel of a huge building just outside of downtown. There are a lot of sports venues out there, and it looks like this distribution station is located in one of the larger buildings.
Which of the larger buildings is it?
The Havana City Arena, but I don't know what they use it for.
Let me guess, you two aren't from around here?
We're both Corsican. We don't really know how things work here.
The Havana City Arena is for robot fights. I'm competing in a tournament there right now.
You're an operator?
Yeah, it's a useful cover while I search for my dad.
Well, Diego, I'll tell you what. You saved me, and that means I owe you. Well, we both do. If you want, we'll get you into that basement and find out where your dad went. That is, if you want our help.
Sure. Cesar, Emilia, let's go find my dad. Okay, Bob, you can do this. Yes, you are simple, but that does not mean you are less.
Oh, hello, Bob. Are you headed home?
Yes, the wagon, it is repaired, and I'm afraid I must be going now.
Oh, okay. Will I see you tomorrow, Bob?
Of course. Oh, but Briar, I must ask something.
Yes?
Briar, would you like to... Oh, you know what? It can wait. I will see you tomorrow.
Bob,
Yes?
may I walk you home, Bob?